everyone. I'm Landon Alex alongside Vanessa Berg as we get set for North Dakota High School soccer action as the Sheyenne Deacons prepare to take on the Sheyenne Mustangs. Soccer on Shanley TV is presented by the Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon athletics to a higher level. We have an exciting game for you tonight. Stay tuned and we will return to you shortly, right after this message from our Deacon partners.
This broadcast is presented by American Family Insurance Ken Craft Agency, Bell Bank, Beyond Boundaries Therapy Services, Border States Electric, the Fargo Jet Center, First International Bank and Trust, Forum Communications, Luther Family Buick GMC, More Engineering, Network Center, Off the Wall Advertising, Robert Gibb and Sons, St. Sophie's Psychiatric Center, Sanford Health, and Shields.
Okay, so Shanley Deacons just kicked off here. And Gabe Noah will give it back to Cole Jager, who kicks it up to the 45-yard line. Looks like there was maybe a handball there, and it will be Sheyenne Mustangs ball.
You know, Vanessa, I think some players to watch tonight for the Shanley Deacons will definitely be Cole Jager in the net. He had a terrific game last Tuesday against South Bruins. Shanley had a big win, a 1-0. Hopefully they can continue that momentum on into this game. It's going to be a tough matchup with the Sheyenne Mustangs having a undefeated record of 8-0-3, and the Deacons, Shanley Deacons, with a record of 1-7-3. So it'll be a tough matchup, but if they can continue the momentum from their win from last week, I think it should be a tough game for the Mustangs as well. We have Gabe Noah at defense, a terrific defensive player, so he's definitely a player to watch on defense. Him and Cole should make a great team. We have Kyle Stitch, another great player to watch, a team captain, senior, playing midfield. He is just terrific in the midfield. He always plays great offense as well as getting terrific turnovers on defense. Vanessa, do you have any other players to watch throughout the game?
I would definitely watch London Gray. He is definitely a great player in the midfield. It's very reliable, and he is very great with his ball work. And, you know, that's what you need in a midfield player.
I agree. Couldn't have said it better myself. Looks like we had some sort of whistle on the play.
Looks like there was some contact, so it'll be Shanley's ball.
Gabe Noah with the kick. Kicks it, centers the ball. Headbutt from Aberley. Montgomery's volleying the ball up. Kicked back by Shanley defense.
You know, it looks very windy today, and when that ever happens in soccer, you don't want to kick the ball up in the air. You want to keep it on the ground. You want to keep possession and go around the players. Because as you can tell in the starting of this game, people have been kicking it up, and the wind has been definitely carrying it. And since Shanley is going against the wind, it has been against their, it has not been working in their favor.
Yeah. You know, one thing worth mentioning, Shanley has 2 seniors out due to coronavirus quarantining. I'm really excited to see how the underclassmen will step up, not only to fill their positions, but also to fill the leadership roles that they have on the team. We're lucky to have some of our seniors still in play. We have Kyle Stitch, as I mentioned before, as well as Ben LaVisca and Ethan Kessler. So it'll be exciting to see how those seniors continue on carrying the team forward.
Yeah, it was definitely sad on Tuesday not seeing two of our seniors be here for a senior night. However, the ninth graders have really shown up and really helped out the team.
I agree. Matthew Berg, the goalie for JV, had a terrific game against JV just prior to this game. The end score ended up being 0-0, which, if that continues on during this game, we should have a pretty close matchup.
Yeah, I hope to see Shanley, progress onto Cheyenne's other half of the field. That was definitely a struggle against South, and hopefully they've made improvements to focus more on that this game. Very close call. Cheyenne almost scored a goal, and it looked like it might have been deflected off one of our defenders' foot, and it will be a Cheyenne's corner kick. Yeah, this is where Shanley defense definitely needs to come through and just clear the ball, even though it's very difficult with the wind against them. It is important to get it out at least on the side so Cheyenne has a throw-in.
Looks like Nike Sipe attempted to kick it midfield, but Shanley defenders are blocking him. Looks like for a battle for the ball.
It looks like it will be Cheyenne's corner kick again, with Cole, I believe. Cole definitely deflected off to the side. Oh, it hit the goal post, sorry. Okay, let's see if Shanley can finally get something moving and going.
One advantage Shanley may have in this game is Cheyenne is definitely coming into this game assuming it'll be an easy win, and that's definitely not the right mentality to have in any sport, really. So if Shanley can capitalize on the fact of Cheyenne's low mentality coming into this game, they may be able to stick it to them early on in the game and show them that this is going to be a dogfight for both teams.
Yeah, you always have to have that mentality of, I'm going to win this game, or I need to work hard in order to come out with a good ending. And you never know in these teams, because Cheyenne's undefeated, you never know when Shanley's going to creep up on them and score a goal.
Look like Cheyenne. Gray had a great offensive push there, but it was booted down the field by the Cheyenne defense. Gray with the ball again. Turnover by Cheyenne defense. Looks like the ball was hit out of bounds. It will be Cheyenne's ball for the throw-in.
Yeah, one thing that Shanley definitely needs to improve on is finding those forwards. When we played South in any game in this regular season, it seemed like Shanley had a really difficult time finding those forwards and those forwards showing for the midfielders. And it's definitely been not helpful not having the rest of the team move up as a unit. And I think definitely that's what Shanley has to do in order to break Cheyenne's hard defense. Yeah, you can tell that Cheyenne's definitely trying to keep possession. And I feel like they're very antsy at the moment, and they just need to settle in to what they do best, is playing together. And I think they can definitely
I agree.
turn out to be a good game.
Yeah. Looks like Lambert and Kotzbacher doing very good job on defense, passing it back and forth and getting it back down the Shanley half of the field. Shanley's offense struggling to keep the ball in play near the Cheyenne goal. Looks like Aberley down the field playing offense, taken over by Gray on Shanley. Turnover. Kyle Stitch has the ball, passes it to number 4.
That would be London Gray. And it looked like Cheyenne. Good settle by number 13.
Kyle with the... Looks like there's a battle for the ball on Shanley's half. The ball was booted down the field. Kotzbacher on the defense for Cheyenne.
Yeah, Cheyenne's definitely trying to stay in control, but Shanley's defense is definitely coming through right now, and I think if they continue to stay strong, Cheyenne will have more difficulty getting to the goal.
Looked like Kai Black attempted a long goal shot, but went straight through the uprights, so the goalie will kick it from the goalie box. Kick landed midfield near Shanley's 45. Battle for the ball. Still on Shanley's half of the field.
Good switch. That's definitely what Shanley needs to keep doing, along with Cheyenne. You know, switching is definitely a key part in soccer, and hoping that, because it will allow the team to switch. You know, Cheyenne, the defense would be on the other side, and if Shanley just switch it over, you know, you have more opportunities to get it to the forwards.
Yeah, that was a terrific play by Kyle Stitch, Landon Oden, and London Gray. They had a great push for Cheyenne's half of the field. Unfortunately, the ball ended up going out of bounds. Cheyenne has possession. That's number 8, Abraham Colley. Gives it to Black. Black boots it downfield. Returned by Shanley defense. The ball will go out of bounds near the center of the field. It's Shanley's ball. Throw into number 14, Zent. Aberley with the ball. Shanley's half of the field. Ben Levisco with the defense, along with other Shanley defenders. The ball goes out of bounds and will result with another goalie kick.
It will be a corner kick, and that was a good connection. I believe that was number 15 who connected that, and almost it got on the left side of the goal. Yeah, Cheyenne has already had so many corner kicks. You know, they have to finish those out, you know, keep running towards them and go strong, because they can definitely create something there and hopefully get the ball in the back of the net.
Landon Oden and Tafaba, along with Kyle Stitch, pushing the offense down on Cheyenne's half of the field, fighting for the ball. Kyle has the ball now. Passes it back over, intercepted by Aberley, by Cheyenne. Aberley has the ball, kicks it back to his own defense.
Yeah, Kylie Alberley is, Caden Alberly is definitely a really good player on the Cheyenne team. He has scored many goals for them in this season and previous. He's definitely a reliable player, and he has a strong foot.
Ooh. Black is fighting for the ball. Passes it over to number 4, Nick Sipe. Pass to Aberly, intercepted by number 7, Gabe Noah. Fight for the ball. Looks like Ben LaVisca on the defense, following the Cheyenne Mustang near the outer bounds of the. Ooh, a shot by number 15, Owen Cassis. Looked like it was just left of the goal.
Yeah, it's good that Cheyenne's getting these shots off. You never know when one's going to slip through, especially with the wind. You never know how that ball is going to move. And you always just want to get a foot on the ball and get good contact.
Yeah, Cheyenne's offense has been doing a terrific job at keeping the ball on Shanley's half of the field. Luckily, Shanley defenders have been also doing a terrific job at keeping it away from the goal for the most part. Ben LaVisca, another senior on the defense, doing a good job against Aberly. Ooh, Aberly takes a tumble by Ben LaVisca. Looks like there was a whistle.
And that will be outside the box, so it will not be a PK. So this can definitely be an opportunity for Cheyenne to get one in the goal. The wind's for them, so you never know if that ball is going to curve into the goal. So this is definitely a tough save by Cole Jager if it's placed right.
Looks like Black will be kicking the ball for Cheyenne with London Gray and Ben LaVisca being the defenders, along with Landon Oden. Attempts to curve it into the goal. Saved by Gabe Noah, it looks like. There's a pile near the net, but the ball was recovered by Shanley. Cole Jagger. He rolls it over to
Calvin Montgomery, I believe.
Calvin Montgomery.
No, that was a good save by Gabe. If he would just clear it, further and not right in the middle, that would have been great. And no Cheyenne player would have probably came back onto that and got another chance. But that was a good save by Cole Jager, too.
Shanley is definitely playing a very aggressive game tonight. They're not letting them walk over them, which is good.
Yeah, I definitely think that the communication for the Shanley Deacons can be brought up higher. And I believe their communication on the defensive line has been great so far and has been working. I believe that it does need to be at a higher level for the midfield connecting to the forwards in order to get on the Cheyenne side of the field.
Shanley has had some good offensive plays with Odin, Gray, and Stitch. They just need to be able to capitalize on those and turn them into scoring plays and not allow the Cheyenne defense to shut them down.
Yeah, all you need is 3 players. You make a triangle, you just keep going up the field and keep that communication up. And
looks like Landon Odin had a battle with Aberly there. Resulted in a whistle.
I believe another Shanley player we should look at is Isaiah Tofabaum. He scored the only goal for the Shanley Deacons this Tuesday, against South. And it was actually on his non-dominant foot, which is very impressive. It was probably from the 30-yard line. Many people were very happy about that. Many Shanley fans and the whole team, was electrified after that one.
Yeah, it's always very exciting to see goals for either team.
Yeah, he's definitely a hard-working player, and he's not afraid to, pass it up for a better, placement.
Kyle Stitch with the ball. Passes it downfield. Toffenbaum chases after it. Has a battle with Cheyenne defenders. Ball is kicked out of bounds. Looks like it will be Shanley's ball. Gray will pass it in. Gray passes it to LaVisca. LaVisca to Stitch. Stitch back over to Gabe Noah. Gabe Noah moving down the field. Kicks it center field. Headbutted by Cheyenne defenders. Landon Oden, midfield. Passes it to Gabe Noah, along with Gray, working in the back for defense. Kicks it back down in Cheyenne's half of the field. Booted back over, returned.
Yeah, it looks like Cheyenne's defense kind of is hoping for that boot so their forwards and midfielders can run onto it. And it's been working for them so far this game. But you never know when they have the wind against them. I think it'll be a very difficult problem.
I'm really impressed with Shanley's offense right now. It seems like they've turned themselves around and started to keep the ball in Cheyenne's half of the court.
Yeah, it definitely looks like they are still like working hard and really trying to keep it on Cheyenne's half of the field. You know, they haven't lost their like confidence this game so far, which is very impressive against a very hard team like Cheyenne.
Tyler McAllister is another good defender for Shanley. Him and Gabe Noah have been locking it down. Looks like the ball. Ooh.
Very close.
There's a very close
opportunity. And it will be, I guess that will be a corner kick for Cheyenne. Yeah, Tyler McAllister has definitely improved over the season. You can definitely tell from the first half of the season to now. He's definitely a great defender. He's learned how to step up to the ball and not let it drop on the first kick. And no, he's definitely a reliable player in the back line.
Looks like Cassis threw it in and Aberley attempted to headbutt it. Recovered by Cole Jagger, the goalie.
Yeah, pressuring the ball for Shanley has definitely been a struggle in this season. You know, you never know when, like, you can definitely double the ball and hopefully get that ball back. One of my coaches always said, you know, get the ball back. If the first, like, 5 seconds, it's gone. You know, you always just want to get that and try to keep possession and just dribble around the other team and not let them get these opportunities that Shanley's giving Cheyenne.
That shot was by Aberley, or blocked by Cole Jagger. Cole Jagger threw it out and returned by Gray. The ball went out of bounds. It is now Cheyenne's ball for throw-in. Number 13 will throw it in. That's Kuzina.
It will be a goal kick because Gabe Noah let that one roll out. And we'll see where Cole places this one.
Cole has had a terrific game so far. He hasn't let any of the Cheyenne shots go into the goal.
Yep, he just needs to keep that communication up with his defense and just keep telling the defense who to mark up on and not letting that back midfield slide past the back post.
Shanley making a push for the goal here. Gray passed it to Oden. Oden to Toffenbaum, and eventually back to Gray, who took the shot but missed to the right. Ball still on Cheyenne's half of the field. Looks like a defense by Kessler. Shanley still working to get some points on the board here. Black on some defense. Kessler kicks it downfield, returned by Gray, who kicks it over to number 10, Matthew Berg. Looks like it was kicked out of bounds. Black will return it.
It's nice to see these freshmen. You have Matthew Berg, Michael Nowak, and London Gray right out there, kind of in the midfield. And it's always nice to see these players get more time and get more experience. Because so far of what I see, this team can definitely grow up to be one of the best and hopefully win that state championship.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how Shanley will play 4 years from now with all of these terrific freshmen coming up through the ranks.
Yeah, these seniors are definitely a part of their development. They always want to make these freshmen, these sophomores, these juniors even, enjoy the sport, keep wanting to play, keep wanting to get better in order to get to that state championship.
LaVisca passes it to Cottabomb. Oh, he has a Cottabomb with a stumble. Turnover to Sheyenne defense. Black kicks it. The ball is being volleyed around by a host of Sheyenne players. Still just crossed the center line into Shanley's side of the field. It's number 6 with the ball, Black.
No, this is really good possession by Sheyenne. You're trying to hopefully get Shanley's midfield offense tired in order for them to not get those other opportunities that they probably could if they have all their energy.
Looked like a shot by Colley. Captured by Cole Jagger. Sheyenne has the ball again. He takes a stumble.
Yeah, that was a good step right there in not letting that offense, that forward, get to the goal. This will be another goal kick for Shanley. And hopefully Shanley can keep up their confidence, keep up their effort, and try to maybe dominate this game from now on.
If Shanley can keep up their defense and not allow Sheyenne to score, pick up their offense, maybe score a couple points, this would be a huge win for Shanley, beating one of the top teams in the conference. May even secure them a spot somewhere in the playoffs later in the season.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with how Shanley has been getting back on defense. That has definitely been difficult for them throughout the season. But, now that they're getting back on defense, they need to learn how to, go on to that offensive side and get up as a unit.
Ball in play on the far side of the field. Goes out of bounds. Looks like it will be Shanley's ball. Aberley with the ball. Goes for the shot. Blocked by Cole Jagger. That was a terrific play by Cole Jagger. It was a real fast shot by Aberley, but Cole was able to fall on it and stop it from going into the goal. Looks like the ball went out of bounds. Red ball. Gray will throw it in.
You see these Shanley players kind of just jogging there. You want someone to show. You want someone to come in fast and hopefully get a Sheyenne player to, recognize it too late. And hopefully you can get that ball, kick it down the field, and get another opportunity. Yeah, Sheyenne right there just switched the ball, and if they could have played faster to the outside mid, they would have had many people showing in the forward area.
I'm curious to see which team will last out longer, which team is in the best condition to keep up the speed and intensity of the game into the second half.
Yeah, I believe the first game that Cheyenne and Shanley played, the first half they both kept going, and then the second half came and Shanley kind of just shut down and was very tired. So hopefully this second half of the season they've gotten more conditioned, and we'll see the second half they can keep up again with Cheyenne.
That is one advantage the Cheyenne team has. They have a lot more players, so they can sub out and give their starters breaks throughout the game. This will keep them obviously more on their A game.
Yeah, and you can tell that this Cheyenne team is a bunch of seniors and juniors. There's not many younger players on this team, so they're so much more qualified, and they've been in this system, the Cheyenne system, for a very long time, compared to our sophomores, freshmen who are coming into this varsity game.
I'm very impressed with the freshmen and the sophomores playing for the Shanley team, who have been definitely keeping up with these seniors and juniors from Cheyenne. It seems like both teams are playing at a high level of play. It's a very fast game. There's a lot of turnovers and passes. So
yeah, I would definitely be proud if I was a sophomore or freshman on the Shanley team playing at this level. Very impressive.
Looks like the ball went out of bounds again. Will be Cheyenne's ball. Number 13 will be throwing it in. Kuznia. Oh. Looks like the ball was centered. Black with the ball now. Passes it. 16 with the ball, Isaiah Williams. Gray, London Gray running down the field. Ooh. Looks like it was intercepted by Williams. Williams now with the ball. Williams over to number 4, Sipe. Sipe to 13, Kuznia. Kyle boots it down the field. Now a battle for the ball. Looks like Gray has the ball. Boots it down to what appears to be Landon Oden for a big offensive play. If Cottabuck can make it down, the ball goes out of bounds.
That looked like a very good play by the Shanley Deacons. And Toffelbaum almost got there, but he was just a little too short. And it looked like he didn't have enough energy in order to make a full-out sprint to that ball. Hopefully, Shanley Deacons can start something up and get an opportunity.
Number 8 running down the field, Cauley. Cauley passes it over to number 4, Sipe. Sipe to 6, Black. Back to Sipe. Almost goes out of bounds. Saved by back to Alberilli in the middle. Saved by a Shanley defender. Ball is kicked outside.
Yeah, he tried to make a split and hope that a forward can run onto it, but it didn't look like there was enough space to do that. I believe that you can tell right now that the Shanley team is a little more tired than Cheyenne, and hopefully that can change throughout the second half.
Yeah, hopefully Shanley is able to get a second wind. A goal would definitely help. I think that would be very exciting for the Shanley team and probably give them an extra burst of energy and adrenaline. Help them get through the rest of the game.
Yeah, whatever team, they both want to score right towards the end of this half, to give them another boost of energy before the second half and give them even more confidence than they already have.
Black has definitely been a terrific player for the Cheyenne midfield and even on the Shanley's half of the field. He's had a lot of possessions throughout the game. He's been passing terrifically to his teammates.
Yeah, he's very good at looking up and seeing who's open, and he's very calm and collected in the midfield when there's two Shanley players on him. He knows this game very well, it looks like, and he will be a very strong player throughout uh, the rest of this season and also this game.
Yeah, him and Aberley definitely have a connection. Him with the possessions, more midfield, and him passing it closer to Aberley to take those shots near the center, close to the goal. Fortunately for Shanley, our defense has been stopping that from happening throughout the game. Looks like there's been a lot of battling for the ball in the midfield.
Yeah, it looks like Cheyenne's definitely dominating this game so far, and we hope it would be nice for the Shanley defense to keep up their strength and keep working hard. But you never know when the second half, halfway through the second half, like it will maybe collapse. You never know when one person's gonna get tired. That whole line will not work as efficiently as it would when all the players on that line would have like full energy.
Vanessa, I'm not a soccer player. I'm not sure exactly what's going on right now. Could you explain?
Um.
Oh, is there an injury?
Oh, it looked like there was contact with a player's head, and it might have been an injury. So it was just a drop ball to Cheyenne, and resume playing.
Looks like Cheyenne's defense is keeping it on the Shanley half of the field. Number 16, Williams, moving down the field. Passes it back to number 4, Sipe. Over to number 8, Colley.
Yeah, previous play when Shanley got it to the 40-yard line, you saw these Cheyenne players, hustling down back on defense. If you were a midfield or forward, they were all hustling, and that's what you want in a team, a soccer team. You want them all to hustle as a unit down and up the field.
Cheyenne has been passing it amongst each other for a while now near the middle of the field, but I haven't seen very much of an offensive push down to the Shanley goal. I wonder if that's a strategy to try to get the Shanley players more tired, or if the Shanley defense is just keeping them near the middle of the field.
Yeah, I bet that the Cheyenne defense looks very strong, and they are making the forwards tired. When you see Shanley move up the field, and you don't really see these forwards sprinting as much as they were in the beginning of this half. And I think the possessing of Cheyenne's really working in their favor, and we will see that work for them in the second half, maybe. And, if they're not connecting well in the forwards, they can still make these players tired, and hopefully second half they can start connecting better.
It's important to note that Shanley TV is made possible in part by the Shanley Athletic Club and their generous members. Check out their website today at shanleyathletic.club.com to learn how your membership contributes to Shanley TV, the Deacon Den, and many other student athlete needs. While you're there, be sure to renew your annual membership by clicking the Join Now button, or become a member if you are not already one. It's easy to become a member, and anyone can join, so sign up today. Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon athletics to a higher level.
Looks like Cheyenne has an opportunity right here. That was a good stop by Kyle Stitch. And it will be a corner kick for Cheyenne. If Cheyenne can get a goal right here, this is very important for their confidence and to affect Shanley's confidence coming into the second half.
Last game Shanley played against Cheyenne, they had a very hard loss, 8-0. So I'm wondering if Shanley came into this game defeated, or if they came looking to make a comeback, looking to show Sheyenne that game was a fluke and that they're here to play.
I definitely think winning against South Bruins definitely helped them hopefully think that, they weren't the team that lost 8-0 in the first half of the season. They're a different team. They have much more communication, connection, and hard work. And hopefully we will see that tonight.
You can definitely tell they have a lot more confidence in themselves. They can play with these big schools despite Shanley's small numbers, and they can keep up the intensity with these guys that you've seen in this first half. The score is still 0-0. There's almost a minute left in the first half, so it'll be interesting to see how these teams progress and through the second half. If Shanley can pick it up and score, or if Sheyenne will take advantage of Shanley players being tired and execute on that and score themselves.
Yeah.
Looks like right now there's a big push on Shanley's side of the field. Luckily, Cole Jagger blocked the goal, threw it over to Landon Oden.
And Cheyenne right there did have a lot more time on the clock. And if they were just patient enough, they could have probably found a better idea and hopefully get a better shot on the goal.
Well, that's halftime. The score is still 0-0. That was a very exciting half. There was turnovers every few seconds, really. The longest possessions were probably by Sheyenne in the middle of the field. They passed it back and forth for each other, but during those times there wasn't a whole lot of push offensively to the Shanley side of the goal. Luckily, Cole Jagger was in the net defending a lot of those shots by Aberley and Black. I look forward to seeing how the Shanley defense is going to pick it up and keep the ball on the Sheyenne half.
Yeah, I'm definitely wondering how both teams' confidence are. If Cheyenne's disappointed that they haven't scored yet against Shanley, who's only won one game this season, and if Shanley's disappointed because they haven't gotten on Cheyenne's side of the field that often. It'll definitely be an interesting second half to see the team's spirit and confidence in what they have, and if they keep working hard.
I think personally, regardless of what happens in the second half, Shanley has proven that they're not the same team that played Cheyenne last time. They can keep up with the high-intensity play, and they can make offensive pushes themselves. So I think Shanley has really proven something, regardless of how the rest of the game goes. I can only see Shanley moving up from here. Don't forget that you can connect with Shanley TV on social media, get the latest updates about Shanley sports teams, plus reminders about upcoming broadcasts. Like our Facebook page today at facebook.com/ShanleyTV, or follow us on Twitter at ShanleyTV. We're going to take a break now, and we will reconvene once the second half begins. Welcome back to our Shanley TV broadcast of the Shanley game between Shanley Deacons and the Sheyenne Mustangs. If you've enjoyed our broadcast so far, please consider making a donation to help us continue to bring quality programming. We rely on donations to bring you every broadcast, and we need your help to continue to improve the quality of our productions and add new features for you, the viewer, to enjoy. If you are interested in donating, please contact Joelle Shuey at 701-893-3225. Again, that's Joelle Shuey at 701-893-3225. Thank you for watching, and thanks for your support of Shanley TV.
So now we are about to kick off.
Looks like Aberley will be kicking from the center field. Sheyenne is playing against the wind in this half. So hopefully Shanley can capitalize on being with the wind and make some offensive pushes to score.
Yeah, when you're with the wind, it definitely helps way more than against. And, maybe that will work to Shanley's ability. We'll see in the second half, but maybe they're, too tired from the first half.
Looks like the ball was kicked way past the goal on the south side of the field. Will be a goalie kick. Kick makes it to the 40 of the Deacon side. Sheyenne making a big offensive push early game. Aberley in the middle. Oh, Cole Jagger blocks a kick from number 20, I believe, who is Connor Nielsen. Oh, excuse me, that's number 10, Muhammad. Sheyenne still playing a strong offensive game, trying to score early on in this half to cross Shanley's spirits.
Yeah, you can definitely tell their energy is continued to stay strong, and they're ready to score a goal.
Looks like with some of the Shanley players, it's hit or miss. Some of them look like they're ready to go. They're enthusiastic and they have a lot of adrenaline going. They're excited to score and keep on playing. And some of them seem really tired, like they might not even want to be there. That was the score by number 10, Muhammad.
It was just a really good, tap from toe. Cole came out, but he just couldn't get down and get the ball fast enough, and that was a very good, smart goal by Muhammad.
Let's just hope that Shanley is able to come back and not allow that to destroy their morale throughout the rest of the game.
Yeah, they definitely need to continue to come out strong and, work as a team. They can't let down anymore. You want to prove that you're not the team who lost 8-0 last time. You want to keep working and show that you're better than that.
That was definitely a strong play by Sheyenne. They obviously had a pretty good pep talk at halftime. They came out really strong offensively, pushing to score against Sheyenne and show them that they're not going to allow them to ruin their undefeated record. Kyle with a good kick. Caught by the goalie.
Yeah, that was a good opportunity. If it was just a little shorter, there could have been some Shanley players to get a body on it. Looks like there was contact on the field, and
Aberley
there will
with
be
the ball. Passes it to Williams. Williams. Ben LaVisca unable to intercept that ball. Goes for the kick. He misses. Will be a goal kick for Cole Jagger.
And now you might see, the Sheyenne team, after that goal, you might see them kick more frequently, get that confidence in them to start making more plays on the offensive side.
That is one thing I have seen from Sheyenne. I think a lot of the Shanley offensive pushes have been very strategic in their passing, and Sheyenne is really good at keeping it on the side, but then sometimes some of their kicks seem almost unplanned, sloppy. I don't want to say sloppy, but maybe they should be more patient and pass it to get better shots.
Yeah, patience is a key component when you are looking for a good placement to your teammate to score a goal. You know, you want to have your teammates up there instead of one person on 4 defenders.
Mm-hmm. And that may be part of the mindset they had coming into this game, thinking that they were going to win 8-0 easily again. So they're just confident taking those shots and not trying to capitalize on other players that may have better shots to take.
Yeah, I believe after the first half when they ended up 0-0, they're like, okay, we need to show what we're made of and come out strong and get these shots off.
Oh. It was a very long shot from the back. It looked like it was from London Gray. Stopped by the Sheyenne goalie, Sveinsson.
Yeah, let's see if Shanley can go out strong on this corner kick and get a body on it. You know, front post and back post are very important in corner kicks, and you know, you always have to follow. Even if it's back post, you always have to follow because you never know if the ball is going to roll back. You know, get a open opportunity. But it looks like Cheyenne's goalie will take that and will punt it.
Ball continues on in Cheyenne's half of the field. But Black takes it, passes it over to Muhammad.
That was a very good look out to the corner. You always got to spread yourself out, and you can't just go right in front of you because you'll never get an opportunity like that.
Laviska defending Colley in the back corner. Aberley centers it to Aberley. Kyle kicks it back over to
Isaiah Tofabom. That was a good run on for Kessler. You know, he was pressuring the ball, and he had 3 Cheyenne defenders hoping to seal him out so he wouldn't get a foot on the ball.
That was a good play by Shanley defense. Mohammed kicked it to Black, and Black attempted to kick it back to Mohammed, but luckily Shanley defender Ethan Lance was there to keep the ball away from Black. Looks like the ball is being worked midfield. Sheyenne attempting to make an offensive push.
And that will be Shanley's ball. Penalty kick. And Gabe Noah will kick it. He has a very strong foot, and he can definitely easily get it down the field. And, you know, he's been working on placing it throughout the season. I think he's definitely gotten better at that. Yeah, after that first goal, you kind of see Shanley kind of jogging and walking. You know, there hasn't been much spirit in them, and, you know, hopefully they can, you know, boost their energy, boost their confidence in the second half by, you know, all it takes is one teammate making a great, you know, pass, making a great shot, making a great save. You know, all it takes is one little thing, and your whole team has another boost of energy.
And that's where I'd like to see some of the underclassmen stepping up and taking those positions of leadership and enthusiasm in the group, especially with 2 of the Shanley seniors out due to coronavirus, the Shanley team needs some more players to step up and be enthusiastic about winning. They can't just assume that they're going to lose. And I think that with that goal early on in the second half, it's really diminished their spirits. I'd really like to see more of the Shanley players pick themselves up and say, you know what, we didn't need that goal anyway. We're going to keep on going. We're going to score 5 more ourselves. So hopefully we can see some more of that from the Shanley spirit.
Yeah, and if I was a player, my mindset would be, yes, we're down 1-0, but you know what? They beat us by 8-0 last time. That's not going to happen again. And, to be down only by 1 goal by a team who's undefeated, and we just only won 1 game 2 days ago, that's impressive. And maybe there can be an opportunity for us to, make a goal and tie this game up, or make another one and even win,
Yeah, it definitely shows how much Shanley has improved throughout the year. Oh.
That was a great split.
Tafaba looked like he split between 2 defenders and went for the goal. Unfortunately, it went just left of the goal, as you can see on the replay.
Yeah, that was a great ball positioning and great run on by Tofabam. He was so close, and he's had many of those shots that were just so close in previous games. And hopefully maybe Shanley can, say, hey, we can get past the defensive line. We can get some of these opportunities. Let's keep doing it.
Looks like Shanley just substituted out Calvin Montgomery for Matthew Berg.
Yeah, hopefully he can be fresh legs for the team and hopefully, start something up.
Matthew Berg had a terrific game earlier in the day, so I'm interested to see how well he will do in this game.
Yeah, it looked like Gabe Noah accidentally missed the ball with his foot, and the other 2 defenders were not quick enough to get to Cheyenne's forward. That was a good try by Cheyenne's forwards. It was so close.
Looks like they're fighting for the ball mid now. All going back and forth between Sheyenne and Shanley. Sheyenne with possession, boots it into the Shanley half of the field.
Yeah, we really haven't seen Shanley possess the ball much. We've seen them, Cheyenne's defense is so good and wanting the ball back, but, Shanley hasn't really been able to possess and has kind of been on the run.
Yeah, Sheyenne has been doing a terrific job with Black, Aberley, Colley, and Muhammad on the offensive side. They've been doing a terrific job communicating and passing the ball back and forth. And Shanley hasn't been doing that as much. We've had some plays with Kyle Stitch, Landon Oden, and London Gray that have been very good. But I'd like to see more of that offensive push between those offensive players.
Yeah, and keep connection from the midfield to the forwards. That's definitely been a struggle this game. Connecting that ball to the forwards and having the forwards patiently wait for more teammates to come up and help and support.
Looked like number 8, Colley, went for the shot from the 25-yard line, and he was blocked by Cole Jagger. Cole boots it into the 55-yard line on the Shanley side.
Good hustle there
Cheyenne
by
side.
London Gray.
Ball goes out of bounds. Looks like it will be Shanley's ball.
We really haven't seen the win, hurt the Cheyenne team this much in this half compared to Shanley in the first half. And I wonder if that really is any difficulty. They're making it look like it's nothing.
I think that Cheyenne definitely stepped it up a little bit in the second half, and Shanley they've still been playing a great game against this undefeated team. I was hoping to see a little more enthusiasm coming into the second half, going 0-0 with this really good soccer team. Terrific job by the Shanley defense getting the ball back over to the midfield. There is a whistle.
I did not see that there, but I believe that might have been a handball. It didn't look like much pushing there. And Gabe Noah will take that.
Gabe Noah kicks it into the back corner of the field, where it will go out of bounds. Looks like it will be Shanley's ball.
Yeah, that was good defense by number 10, Kunze. Good try there by Kessler. No, we really haven't seen him much on the offensive side. I believe he's played outside defense, usually in the regular season games. So it's really cool to see him, connect with the ball and get these shots off.
Yeah, Kessler is a senior for the Shanley team that goes to Oak Grove.
Yeah, not many people know that Shanley sports, most of them co-op with Park Christian and Oak Grove. And these players can definitely be useful to these teams. We see Kessler, he makes a great addition to the Shanley soccer team.
Toffabaum as well. He goes to Park Christian, but plays for Shanley.
Yeah, he's definitely kept Shanley's spirits up in the forward.
Looks like the ball went out of bounds again, and it will be Red's ball.
It was a actual push, so it'll be a penalty kick.
Oh. Well, there's a battle for the ball near the net.
Yeah, it looked like Cheyenne's defense couldn't clear that one, and Shanley had an opportunity right there.
Looks like there was another whistle.
And it will be Cheyenne's ball.
There may be a discrepancy on the field between Aberley and one of the refs. I'm not sure what they were all talking about, but it will be Cheyenne's ball.
Yeah, this is where the defensive line definitely needs to mark up on their player and make sure that they don't sneak through.
Terrific kick by number 18, Kotzbacher.
Yeah, good opportunity right here for Cheyenne. This can definitely uplift their spirits even more if they score this goal. And, for Shanley right now, you're just thinking, oh, I need to clear this. I need to get this out of the box and not let one Cheyenne player get a foot on it. Yeah, Cole Jager has definitely played a great game, and we'll see if he can continue throughout the second half.
Looked like it was a corner kick. Cleared by Kyle. Gray near on Shanley's half. Defense fighting with the aggressive Cheyenne offense.
Yeah, good defense by London Gray right there.
Look like Colley and Colley and Berg had a bit of a battle. continuing to fight for the ball. Ball was kicked out of bounds. It will now go in the hands of Cole Jagger to kick it back into play.
And the wind will help this ball if you would have kicked it up, but it looks like it.
Muhammad has the ball. Oh, kicks it back to Shanley defense, doing a good job of clearing the ball out of that danger zone.
And it looks like a push from number 10, Matthew Berg, and that will be Cheyenne's penalty kick.
Looks like number 5, Lambert, will take the kick.
Yeah, I wonder where he's going to place it. You know, to the corner would be great. You know, you can get a run onto it, but maybe just straight on works.
Looked like he went center, and Cole was able to snatch the ball out of the air amongst the pile of both Sheyenne and Shanley players. Shanley trying to work for a offensive push, but it is broken up by number 19, Castor.
Yeah, it looked like Kessler was kind of trying to be patient with the ball, but, you know, there was too many Cheyenne players coming back and playing, trying to get the ball back from him, and not really having many Shanley players there to support him.
Ball is thrown in to Averly, but Kyle kicks it into the air. Shanley with the ball, keeping it away from Sheyenne. Black intercepts the ball. There's a fight for it to the out of. Looks like the ball went out of bounds. It will be red ball.
And it looked like before it went out of bounds, so there was a push, so another penalty kick, but this one to Shanley.
Gabe Noah kicks it in. Boots it down the field with 3 Cheyenne defenders.
And it looked like Matthew Burke could not run onto that one.
With 19 minutes left in the half, the score is 1-0.
Yeah, it looks like both teams are kind of getting a little more tired, and you know, maybe Cheyenne is kind of settling with this 1-0 and just hoping that, you know, Shanley doesn't get to their box. They're past the 18.
Cheyenne is banking on their lockdown defense to keep the Cheyenne offense from making any sort of push for a score.
Yep.
To tie up the game.
And that looked like it was offside, so Gabe Noah got a kick off that one.
Cotterbaugh has a good score. Oh, bounces off the top rail of the goal, kicks again, blocked by the Cheyenne goalie, kicked out of bounds.
Oh, Tuffabomb definitely wants that one back. Right on the crossbar. And I don't know who kicked it. Maybe it was Tuffabomb again, but he kicked it a second time, and the goalie on the Cheyenne side, Salveson.
Hopefully that exciting play kicks some energy into the Deacons. Maybe they can score here if they capitalize on this good positioning.
Yeah, it definitely scares, you know, Cheyenne, because they have been doing a great job at defense, but when it got to past the 20, you know, Shanley definitely took it to the net and tried to get many opportunities off that one.
Cheyenne did return it to the Shanley half of the field, although keeping the pressure on, sprinting. Oh. Looks like Alberly scored for the Cheyenne Mustangs.
Yeah, that was great. You know, you always have to run on, no matter what, you know, and that's what Shanley defense definitely needs to work on. You know, you have to mark up on your man and always know where they are. You don't want them just running past you like that and getting their foot on the ball and getting in the back of the net.
That was a terrific play by the Cheyenne. They look like Colley centered it to Alberly, and Alberly perfectly placed it in the bottom right-hand corner of the net where Cole just couldn't reach.
That's definitely a way to note that, you know, Shanley, you know, you almost had a chance, but hey, we came back and we scored another one.
Which is a good mindset. You know, no matter how hard they push, I'm gonna push back harder.
Yeah, that's definitely a mindset that you would like in a undefeated team.
Mm-hmm. Looks like it went out of bounds. It will be Cheyenne's ball. Haverly and Colley in the middle there fighting for the ball, but it is cleared by Shanley defense. Ball going back and forth between Sheyenne and Shanley. Kyle Stitch with the ball now, passes it back to Landon Oden. Landon Oden dribbling with the ball. Looks like the ball went out of bounds and will be Cheyenne's ball.
I believe that will be a goal kick. That was a good ball down the side. It was just outside midfielder just could not get to that one. Impressive goal kick past the 50-yard line, right in the middle.
Looks like Colley takes it down the far sideline, working for another Cheyenne offensive play. Perhaps centering it back to, centers it back to Mohammed, who kicks it right in the goal, just like before.
Yeah, going down that sideline and centering back into the middle, you're always like wanting a person to run in there and again get their foot on the ball and connect it into the back of the net.
Cheyenne definitely has a lot of momentum now with 3 scores on the board.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that Shanley, they're definitely not having that same confidence that they did coming out. And maybe, hopefully, they can, get something started again.
Alberley has the ball again, pushing for yet another Cheyenne score, but is taken over by the freshman, Gray. Unfortunately, the ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Shanley's ball.
Yeah, that was a good step by Tyler McAllister. He is great at stepping. He has definitely improved from the first half of the season in his defensive role.
Muhammad and Black dribbling the ball back and forth with each other. Going back to the Cheyenne defense, keeping the ball away from Shanley. Aberley to Muhammad. Muhammad to Colley. Colley back to Black, who passes it to Muhammad. Muhammad, blocked by Cole Jagger.
Yeah, if I was Cheyenne right now, I would just have the mindset, hey, we're going to dribble around these Shanley players. They look tired. We're energized. We're ready to go. We have all this confidence. Let's just possess throughout the rest of this game. Play hard defense and, just work as a team.
They are definitely doing a good job of keeping it away from Shanley offenders. Shanley defenders have been doing a great job of keeping it away from the goal as much as possible. You can definitely see the size difference, too, between the Cheyenne Mustangs and the Shanley Deacons. Cheyenne Mustangs play a lot more seniors and juniors, so you can definitely see how a lot of the Cheyenne Mustangs have, 8 to 10 to 12 inches on a lot of the Shanley players.
Yeah, they definitely have size and also skill. They played longer than these, a lot of these Shanley players, and they probably played together a bunch. So they are definitely an impressive team.
Looked like Colley centered it back to Aberley again, and Aberley went for the kick. It went right through the uprights, too high. Definitely an exciting game for the Cheyenne Mustangs and the Cheyenne fans.
Yeah, this is definitely the team that probably Cheyenne fans were waiting for in the first half. Right now they're possessing, they're working as a team, they're getting up and down the field together. This is definitely an undefeated team that we see right now.
Yeah, they're keeping the ball away from Shanley. Playing a really aggressive with the Shanley defense. I think a lot of what this game boils down to is just the endurance of both teams. Cheyenne has been doing a really good job of hustling even when they're tired, and Shanley to some extent as well. But you can definitely tell that some of the Shanley players have really slowed down since the start of the game.
Yeah, and it definitely doesn't help that Cheyenne has been passing around Shanley players. That makes Shanley very tired. And, that definitely helps with endurance. And, if one player runs really hard trying to get the ball back, but no one else is really trying as much as that one player, you will get tired faster, and your team will not be together.
Despite the tiredness and the skill of the Cheyenne players, I am very impressed with the way Shanley has come out tonight and fought against the Cheyenne Mustangs. They've definitely shown that they can compete even at these high levels.
Yeah, Shanley's still on the field. They're still hustling. And, they are tired. But you know what? They're still working hard. They're still trying to stop these forwards from scoring.
Looks like Shanley may gain possession of the ball. It's booted down the field. Kicked out of bounds by Cheyenne Mustangs. Will be red ball. With 9 minutes and 50 seconds left in this half, it's looking to be a tight race for Shanley. They do have enough time to come back if they can get some offensive push here. Looks like Gray tried to pass it to Toffenbaum, but was intercepted by a Cheyenne defender. Matthew Berg with the ball now, stumbles as Aberley takes the ball, passes it to Black. Black misses. Red now has the ball, passes it back to Gray. Gray down the field to Toffenbaum. Toffenbaum tries to go for the goal, but the goalie catches the ball.
Yeah, that was a good shield by Cheyenne's defender.
Aberley gets the goal kick, passes it back to other Shanley defenders. Black has the ball now.
And what I think Shanley really has to do right now is, connect passes. Be cool and collected when you have a Cheyenne player on you. Always support your teammate. And, that will lead to good offensive opportunities and hopefully goals.
Looks like a pass to Matthew Berg now. Matthew Berg battling two Cheyenne defenders. Mohammed, no one around him. Kyle Stitch intercepts the ball. Colley now with the ball on the near sideline. Kicks it out of bounds. Will be a red ball. Ball pass to Kyle in the midfield. Kyle over to Gray. Gray dribbling down the field. Passes it over to Toffenbaum. Kicked out of bounds by a Cheyenne defender.
Yeah, Shanley's definitely trying to connect with Toffenbaum. And, Cheyenne's kind of figured that out and kept really an eye on him and not really letting him go from Cheyenne's defender. It's kind of getting repetitive. And maybe that's why Shanley can't get as many opportunities anymore.
Ooh.
Good header by Matthew Berg. Almost got it, but it looked like it deflected off the back of his head.
And substitution onto the pitch for your Mustangs, number 4, Nick Sight, and number 16, Isaiah Williams.
Looks like a lot of substitutions are happening. Both teams are playing kids who haven't had as much playing time throughout the game.
And onto the pitch for your Deacons, number 17, Nick Mastow.
Yeah, and it looks like the freshman Nick Mastel, he's actually playing midfield, which I've seen him on defense. So I'd like to see him get a little more touches and see if he can connect the ball with his foot and get a shot on goal.
6 minutes left in the game. Shanley still down by 3.
But you know what? This can raise their confidence, like getting a goal right here and coming out strong.
Getting some momentum.
Yeah.
Looks like it'll be a corner kick. Battle for the ball in Cheyenne's half. Looks like Kyle fighting for the ball. Cheyenne defenders keeping it away from him though.
Yeah, Cheyenne really did a good job of hustling and really trying to get that ball cleared. You know, they didn't give up. They just kept going, and they truly wanted to get that ball out of their 18.
Ooh.
Looks like a player from Cheyenne is hurt, so the time stopped.
Looks like it's Alverley. Fell down, took a rough hit by a Shanley player.
And Gabe Noah, I believe, will get a yellow card.
Not sure if he's going to substitute out or if he's planning on keeping on playing. Looks like he will be substituting out. Well, maybe not. Looks like he will continue in play. Cheyenne ball near their own 30. Definitely shows that Shanley is being more aggressive now with the ball nearing the end of the game.
Yeah, this half has definitely been more aggressive than the first half from both teams. And I feel like, you know, Cheyenne has been aggressive, and I feel like in order to play up to their level, you know, Shanley also has to start getting aggressive. Just not to the point where you're getting yellow and red cards.
Looks like Cheyenne has replaced most of their forwards with new players. Looks like Muhammad is still in play. Attempted a score blocked by Cole Jagger. Attempted to score again. It went right over the goal. Cole will now kick it back into play. Muhammad has the ball. Kicked away by Kyle. Went out of bounds. It will be Cheyenne's ball. Black will kick it in. Muhammad has the ball. Back to Alverley. Alverley to Black.
Yeah, right now, this is where leadership kicks in. These are where the captains need to tell their teammates on Shanley, like, hey, let's pick it up. Let's, you know, work hard for the last 4 minutes.
Let's finish the half strong. Don't give up. Keep on fighting hard.
Yeah.
And back onto the pitch for your Deacons, number 7, Gabe Noah. And onto the pitch for your Mustangs, number 20, Connor Nielsen.
Now, I have been impressed with Shanley, the Shanley team right now. You know, they haven't given up. Even though they have they are more tired than the Cheyenne, and that is noticeable. But they still are working hard. They're still working hard at getting the ball back. Trying to get the ball on Cheyenne's side of the half.
Looks like the ball is being volleyed back and forth between Cheyenne defenders and Shanley players. Gabe Noah running to make contact with that ball before it was captured by the Cheyenne goalie. Fortunately, he wasn't able to get there. It's interesting that they have Gabe Noah playing more at a forward position now, since he is generally in a defensive position.
Yeah, he's definitely very tall and strong, and as we've seen, he has a very strong foot. So if he gets lined up and gets that time to get a shot off, you never know if that can go in the back of the net. And I believe Gabe Noah has played more offensive roles until this year. They put him in the back line, which he's done a great job at. And I would like to see him play more offensive.
Averly boots it down the field. Looks like number 11 is in. That's George.
Yeah, he seems like a very fast player.
He's tripped up by Shanley defenders.
Yeah, even though Shanley's cleared the ball continuously this half, there's not many people up there in the midfield in order to get possession of it.
Muhammad is fighting for the ball with Shanley defenders.
Ooh.
Looks like Muhammad takes a tumble and a whistle is blown.
And that was in the box, so it will be Cheyenne. Cheyenne will have a PK. This is where Cole has to tell himself, hey, I'm good enough to save this. This is a tough save by any goalie, by any means. And Muhammad seems like a very good player. And hopefully he's practices PKs enough to know that, hey, I'm going to get in the back of the net.
Muhammad did score one of the three goals so far. He did connect with this last one, so that will be 4-0 Cheyenne Mustangs.
Yeah, that was right in the corner. That was very good aim and positioning. Yeah, so both these teams just need to work hard this last minute. And, for Shanley, just not let Cheyenne score another one. And for Cheyenne, score another one.
Ladies and gentlemen, players in a bell. There's 1 minute remaining.
Kyle passes it down to Gabe Noah. Intercepted by a Cheyenne defender. Volleys it back to number 4. Toffenbaum intercepts it. Toffenbaum has the ball now. Fighting with Cheyenne defenders, going back and forth. Toffenbaum kicks it back to a Shanley player.
Yeah, it's nice to see that Shanley possessed those last 30 seconds. And, we haven't really seen that this second half. And not much the first half, but, if that was happening throughout the game, we could have had many more chances. And hopefully Cheyenne wouldn't have gotten as many chances as they had.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is your final question.
That's the game.
Yeah, Cheyenne won 4-0 against Shanley. Definitely improvement from
before.
First game for Shanley. But Cheyenne definitely dominated this game, and their they seemed very more put together than Shanley did this game.
Cheyenne continued to be very calm and collected throughout the whole game, despite having Shanley defenders on them, which is something that Shanley needs to work on. But overall, I think Shanley did a very good job. This is a terrific team. They're undefeated, so it's not a loss against a bad team. They played a terrific game with a terrific team.
Yeah, they played a terrific game of juniors and seniors, you know, older classmen, and it's very impressive for the Shanley team, a younger team of freshmen and sophomores, to play a good, hard-working game.
Well, that was an exciting game. I'm excited to see what Shanley has to offer for the games to come. For Vanessa Berg and our entire crew, I am Landon Alex. The final score from Fargo Shanley Deacons, 0, and the Shanley Mustangs, 4. To watch the archive version of the entire game and our other broadcasts, go to shanleytv.com. The proceeding has been a presentation of Shanley TV.